Hello? Oh wait, I need to make sure stream works. Oh, is it working? Please fucking work.
Live now.
Yay! Hello? Hello? I got the combat to run! Ah!
We're so bad.
Rel is cutting off every now and then, but I got the cut off! Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, this is the worst shit ever. I want a new PC so badly, but the current political, the current economic climate does not allow for it. I also accidentally removed Aldous, but who cares? The current political climate does not allow for it.
감상은 어떤가요?
Not to get political, but I want a new PC. It just keeps on having problems. It's literally the PC of never-ending issues.
방금 움찔했어.
거기가 약점인 것 같아.
Holy shit, dude.
뭐야 파이팅이다.
영감이 떠올랐어.
Bought my PC a few weeks before the rent price increase. I feel like you used all my luck there. Yeah, you fucking did, dude. Holy shit.
Here comes Kira single-handedly inflicting 8 count. She's the goat.
건물 만들고 도구 연습만 하는 거죠?
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
어릴 땐 몰랐어. 왜 엄마가 삼촌들이랑 말도 못 섞게 했는지. 그 외부 관계.
Hey, Microsoft.
손가락 안에서도 내로라.
Riddle me this.
너희가
Microsoft.
Why you currently? Now, I'm sure you have a good reason behind it, and I'm sure it might actually fix some issues. Why are you currently running a Microsoft Windows malicious software removal tool? What happened, and why haven't you told me? Yeah, I'm not gonna... Hey, fuck it. If it was malware, then fuck it. That makes my life easier.
Imagine if you do a full PC scan after this.
This Ted's strongest. He scales the highest in kindness. So Ted ego would go crazy.
Ted cannot distort because distorting would be an inconvenience to his friends.
바이올렛 브레이크 슬램.
20분.
So I was messaging my dad about the PC problems, and I said, well, after this, scanning to defragment the disk, Microsoft has started running the malicious software removal tool, which might be good Jews. I misspelled. And I've just told my dad that this might be good Jews.
Not for once.
Just stopped running the malicious software tool, and I haven't seen any cutouts since, but it probably will. I have a dad, most tend to. Most tend to. No, some don't. But most tend to.
I have 2.
Really makes it sound like they're a gay couple.
Yeah, I know.
Rage bait.
진짜 아프겠는데. 야,
보여드려야겠군요. 외면의 예술을.
And the way I'm talking about this now makes it sound like it's a throuple
전부
situation.
녹여서 썰어버려도 상관없지?
It's so much more mundane.
So it's so common compared to.
But saying it ominously makes it sound like something must be going on, right?
Saying it ominously.
Yeah, man.
The guys go, too damn, it's not scary.
I don't know, it was scary. First time, fucking killed them. Didn't even get to do the last point.
일깨워 주시는군요.
Never gets to do the last coin. They almost die. It's too strong.
Without the last point, it's so funny because, like, never mind with the
지금처럼
combat. I was about to say it just appears, but it
이곳저곳을
didn't.
다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘.
Without the last coin, it's just this normal skill
그
free.
중에서 가장 멋진 곳에
약지에 감긴
It
세
doesn't even
바퀴의
use his
반지는
powers.
마에스트로가 되기 위해 인정받은 세 가지 작품을 뜻하죠. 비록 지금 제 작품이 만인의
Hello?
신금을 울리지는 못하더라도
So do this.
여전히
I think it was just a glitch. I think it was just Project Moon UI shit. Please. God.
나를 점 찍었다니.
교류회 설레네요.
Oh god, it's loading so much quicker. I'm not having this pause between every fucking story section. I don't know what I did! Okay, I did activate one more core in the PC, so if you don't know, I had a PC problem where I don't know which of the cores it was, but I have a 8-core PC, I'm pretty sure. And when I ran all the, like, with all the cores activated when, like, auto, it crashed the PC because one of them had a voltage issue. So up until now, for a while, I've been running on 2 cores, but I recently activated the third tentatively, hoping that that wasn't the one with the voltage issue, because that was a pain in the ass. I'm gonna go to the toilet whilst Rattler's gone. So if he comes back, kill him. He's above the fucking be right back screen, fuck!
You ain't killing shit. And now it's just me here. Wow.
Once we dealt with the fathers who invaded the Thumb Nurse Fathers, destroyed the corridor, we left for the indexes. And ran into a few familiar faces waiting for us at our destination. Huh? Did you guys have today off? Yeah, but I thought it might as well come along. It's, you know, you keep summoning us while we're in the middle of something, so I decided that it'd actually be more convenient for us to be with you in person. Your summoning occurred at the most unideal moment. Now, I know you weren't doing it on purpose, but all 3 times you summoned me, I was leaning over snacks atop with a bunch of whipped cream! Today I learned that blacking out and waking up to a me-shaped indent in a cake I was about to chow down on doesn't make for a very relaxing break. Sorry about that. I should have checked in with you guys before summoning, but I'm still getting used to it. Okay, now you're being too sorry. No hard feelings here, you know? Tagging along because I need some exercise, that's all. Oh, I'm not sharing my fucking screen.
Oh, I've got stream delay.
Oh god, no, let me fix that.
Also, I'm in the way of the text.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, you were here before. Moved you over here.
Just put in a little corner.
There we go.
Alright. I appreciate the additional employee assignments. Now, if you could share any information you know about yet another corridor.
I hang out here all the time, so I know this place a little. There was a super clingy, annoying little... no. That wasn't the master dude, there was this other,
Is there something you don't remember?
Alright, Kira probably doesn't remember Sora. Sora? I don't think that name rings any bells for us either. Is that someone who used to live here? Yeah, well, Sora was the Index Apprentice, so she probably lived here. Forsooth, the Index Apprentice! Oh, pray tell, wherefore is it that the middle, thumb, and ring each have apprentices, yet the index and pinky lack them? It would indeed be quite odd if it were mere 3 of the 5 fingers kept the apprentice each. Retrace my recollections, yet I find it like following a trail of odorless air, invisible and unreal, like the engine. No, there was someone, but I can't. Representations of the Pinky and Index's apprentices are missing. No, to be more precise, a merciless blade has shredded and reduced them to intangible formlessness.
How refreshing to hear that same impression from someone else rather than myself for once.
As it seemed that I was the only one who remembered the 2 apprentices. What is with you, Dante?
Golden bow in their head.
I know, but it has, this feels like it's... Holy shit, dude!
It happened in K-Corp, it happened with Kathy.
With Kathy, I mean, yeah, Kathy was more wild than this, but...
It was already proven that by the time all the other sinners got the amnestics in K-Corp, that they didn't affect... Memory alteration didn't affect Dante.
Still... This is more than just memory alteration, their existence got fucking erased! I retraced
Well,
our
the
back
only one
to our
who's
first
been
meeting. and
fully erased is Catherine.
Yeah, but and briefly shared what I knew about Sora. Huh? She doesn't sound like a very forgettable character. Oh, the Arashiki cut her into ribbons. That would explain why it feels as though I'm recalling a sequence of events with a critical part missing in between. I can almost imagine her giggling herself like a creepy loner. And she probably wears glasses too, right? Like one of those gloomy introverts from anime.
I see. So that's why it feels like I'm tearing through each strand of a weave.
Yeah, sure.
Let's say the world's made of strings of threads, Clock. With every slash, this blade would be cutting through the flow of strands that twine and compose one's existence. When an object is severed forever beyond repair, you'd think neither trace nor shape would be left of it. But now that you've pieced it together, now that you've pieced some of it together, it's almost...
Instead of elaborating further, Ryoshi fell silent again, save for the sound of the tip of her cigarette turning to ash, like she was recalling another incomplete memory. I guess she's trying to avoid over speculation on what she doesn't know for sure. Damn, that totally breaks the meta. I had the vague idea of how it works, but this is the first time I'm hearing the deets. Papa had to go through 4 ramp-up stages to remove seals to, like, even make full use of his sword. I was like, yours is needs is a trade-off. Your sword is totally power creeps Papa's.
overscaling daughter.
There she is.
T.O. There's plenty already.
Oh, so true. I guess slicing through your memories is one hell of a trade-off. Sorry.
Okay, so... I'm guessing you don't have anything to contribute for this corridor.
I've got one. I don't know where it leads, but the index guy uses it all the time. Hopefully it doesn't drop us into an army of indexes.
TPU. They rarely gather in big groups.
I said that's pretty unlikely. Ow, ow! What was that for, Ryoshi? Wait, did you just hit me with that sword handle?
I didn't do anything.
But I saw it. I saw Ryoshi's scabbard, Araya, suddenly choking to the side, prodding Sinclair like it was annoyed by something.
I won't STS. I'll SYLC until you can barely walk.
I swear this isn't a slander or whatever. Look, you poked me so hard I left the mark on my arm! Araya bruised! Sinclair! Well, I don't want to read too much into it, but the scabbard was rattling like it was irritated by something. Stop interpreting for her. This is why she won't stop making up these nonsense acronyms. He's making it worse. I gotta stop him translating for her somehow. Araya? Wait, that voice just now sounded a lot like Araya's. What? Dante, you saw that too, right? Ryoshi didn't do anything. Wait, really? It really wasn't her? Nope.
Then it's decided.
To be fair to Sinclair, no one else but I saw in full detail how the scabbard came to be. Which means that he couldn't imagine in his wildest dreams that the scabbard poked him of its own volition. It doesn't seem like any of the sinners heard that voice either. Fuck, I'm eating a sandwich too, just like Heathcliff. Damn, you guys bully him a lot, huh?
The whole Heathcliff sandwich.
I'm still eating a sandwich too, yeah. Well, that's been overdue for a little smack upside his noggin. Guys, what the fuck? I can't eat. Stop doing this.
I mean, golden bow.
I'm eating a golden butt. I'm munching. You should head inside. Let's not keep Alan waiting. Kira directed us to an almost disturbingly normal wooden door, so featureless that I could have mistaken it for any of the dozens of doors we'd walked past in other nests. We were greeted by a whiff of stale, musty air the moment we walked through the door. I think this leads to a basement. Oh! That's with the skull?
Torture goblin in the back.
That. And emerged to
Who
what
knows?
appeared to be an almost dungeon-like basement area. I just like to fucking think that like someone comes in and just sees a skull and has no idea what the fuck is going on. It's Rattler. Whenever
Yeah, we just keep a skull around on stream.
yeah, whenever the mask unc's beeper ring, you walk through this door. So, who are they? Oh, this is the fucking torture chamber. Hello!
The index. Signs of life. There were people living down here up until just a few hours ago.
Why do you give Kira a Yas voice? What do you think? She would totally. Oh my god, yes, queen!
She says unk and power creep and bruh.
Yeah.
Cool to
Yes.
say bruh.
Bruh. Just like low-key cringe.
She is canonically power scaling daughter. Why are you here, paper slips?
I don't really see what I'm doing as a Yas accent, to be honest. Just a slightly high-pitched voice. We were only executing the prescript. What are you doing here? Take a fucking guess, dude. Take a wild guess.
I've had it with these prescripts. Though, at least yours still make annoying beeps.
The basement was stocked up with shelf-stable, non-perishable food. And the cells were all completely empty, save for what looked like a makeshift bathroom in each of them. It is likely that this dungeon was used to imprison individuals of varying features that may be required to complete a prescript. Seriously? This room seems to have been used for something worse than simple incarceration. Among fast conjectures is that the captives were conditioned in body and mind in various ways to match the prescript's liking. Sounds like that guy was just as crazy as the rest of them. Wait, the staircase right there leads up. Let's check out what... Oh no, I know it. Fucking goon. You going in my goon dungeon when my prescript's asked to kill a guy with a slightly burnt armpit? Freaking annoying, man. The heck are you doing? You cannot enter through this door. Oh, I see. Another grief body blocking the doorway.
Move. I need to see something.
The will of the prescript forbids you. You cannot enter through this door. What do we do? Is it worth forcing our way in there? They seem pretty adamant about not letting us in. I prefer if we stayed as far as possible from anything that has to do with the god. Aldous! Aldous, you fucking idiots! You dumbass! You're not meant to say that! Aldous, it's a secret! Aldous, you fucking... Such a fucking fraud-ass infiltrator, dude. Oh my god. Bum-ass, fraud-ass infiltrator. Holy shit. Even though I am Greek. I mean prescripts, but... Nothing in this basement gives me...
To the index.
Yeah, she totally is. Nothing in this basement gives me any indication as to where the door connects to. Alice is right. We're gonna have to get upstairs somehow if we want to have an idea of where the door leads. Must have been the wind. Are we not questioning that?
If Rian's been using... No, it's Otis. I think half the sinners zone her out. If Rian's been using this basement, then... I'd like to see what's upstairs.
Honestly, learning that this door connects to some basement is more than enough intel to cross it off the list. Still, if this has anything to do with the Ryoshi's memories. Alright then, let's push through. Executing your command, Executive Manager. Why is that being auto-modded?
Limbus company.
Plot twist, half the city is fucking Greek and Aldous knows because she is the goddess of the city. The will of the prescript is absolute. Is it though? Good fucking question, Dante.
Rage bait from Dante.
I'm begging you.
Well, perfect timing. Time for me to go get my food.
Oh my god, thank fuck. Holy shit, dude!
다들 재료 손질이 빨라지지 않았음?
좋은 재료 덕에 신이 난 것 아니겠음?
Some of you may already be aware that the prescripts are delivered through various means. Of these, the paper slip is the most commonplace and the most preferred by many. Then the question we must ask is, how many forms might the prescript take? Do they allow all flow from a single origin, or are they distinct entities behind each? Unraveling these mysteries is the purpose of the Society for the Researchers of the Index. Now, would you like to join us and explore the answers together? A modest blade, unassuming and unworthy of note, yet in following the prescript, the fulfilling of directives, the aid of messengers emerge from unseen places. The teachings of the proxies is it slowly perfected into a weapon imbued with a singular uniqueness. Hello? The researchers of the Index is new. Man, these gangsters are weird. Let's study them.
영감이 떠올랐어요.
Banning check immediately. What? Am I going insane? It's the first time we fight a regular ass Index in the game. No, it is. Help. 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 Help.
아이씨, 짜증나게. 자.
합격장.
연장 솜씨가 현란하죠. 선물 만들고 도구 연습만 하는 것이요?
I do not think it's the Intervallo's fault. It is my PC's fault.
기쁘고 신나는 날이요.
Where's your PC choking? Good fucking question! I wish I knew! Fantastic fucking insight! Wow!
영감이 떠올랐다.
아이씨, 짜증나게. 어중간한 예술은 물어뜯어 고칠 수밖에.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 그대로 두드려 패.
손쉽구만.
임파스터.
와우, 벌써 재료를 저기까지 손질해둔 것슈.
It actually might be a Limbus thing. I'm looking at it, and so what's happening is, it isn't that it doesn't have the resources to allocate to Limbus, it's that Limbus stops trying to take up resources. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to do, like, it's mainly the disk and the CPU. But it's Limbus just gives up on trying to do shit. Even though there's plenty of space in the disk and CPU to be used, it stops trying to take more. And I don't know what's causing that. I've set it to real-time priority, and it seems to be slightly better now, but not that much. You jinxed it?
아이씨,
It would fix
짜증나게.
much.
손쉽구만.
Because I just scanned the drive that Limbus company is on. There are no errors in the drive.
여전히 그 끝이 보이지 않는 만큼
감상은 어떤가요?
또 멀고.
마지막으로 남길 말?
아이씨, 짜증나게.
I'm gonna, after this, uninstall and reinstall Limbus company. Because I did also run Ultra Kill, which is a much more resource-intensive game than fucking Limbus company.
보여드려야겠군요.
And it worked.
예술을.
There's a hello Rattler, are you here?
어릴 땐 몰랐어. 왜
Hello.
엄마가
I thought I had you earlier, but I wasn't
삼촌들이랑
sure.
말도 못 섞게 했는지.
Yes, I'm munching.
그 외부 강사들
Very good.
손가락 안에서도
일리 있는
내로라 하는 실력자들이었을
그걸로
거야.
하자.
너희가 보여준 혹은 더 대단한 기술을 매번
What
엄마에게
the fuck are you
가르쳐줬거든.
talking about, Jack? My drivers?
퇴장 시간이
They give
되었다.
very blunt directions, sexual innuendo. It's not.
그럼 안녕히.
It's not a very good one.
그렇지가 않은데?
지금처럼 저희
아주
엄마와
작사를
함께
내놨어.
교회적
It
곳을
goes
다니며
so blunt. It
많은
veers into the
기억을
territory of
쌓아줘.
there's no way this you're like
언젠가
saying a real
그 중에서
thing.
가장 멋진 곳에
What's up there? You're Brienne. It suits you. Smile.
Alright, let me just... Hey guys, it's me, Rian. I'm eating.
I'm eating a sandwich. The prescript told me to.
You may You may speak to me casually, Araya, but... in the presence of other apprentices, perhaps you should find it preferable to mimic... Please work. Find it preferable to mimic the tone of the Dihui star.
Come on. Not like I wanted to be the DHB star. Let me do whatever I want while I'm here.
Certainly. You have a point.
So what's up there? At the stairs?
I'm not sure myself. I've never been upstairs.
Aren't you even a little curious?
Why bother peeling back the heavens to see what is beyond? Those wanting of yearning needn't raise their heads skyward.
Can I see Araya's memories?
Clock, what did you see?
I'm not sure, but now we've got another reason to check what's upstairs. And it's the Maestro!
I love Rian's torture goblin in the back.
What the fuck, dude?
약지에 감긴 세
He's a
가지의
torture goblin.
방지는
He's made for
마에스트로가
torture.
되기 위해 인정받은 세 가지 작품을 뜻하죠. 비록 지금 제 작품이 만인의 심금을 울리지는 못하더라도 여전히 반지의
Duel again in silence.
I love having him do the most damage, and just in the background of doing other shit, I hear. Oh.
Oh.
I'm definitely going to have to reinstall Limbus Company. Something is up, dude. Oh, that one doesn't take long to load. I prefer you. Slightly better than Priest Gregor because he isn't tweaking out. It just happens randomly.
교류해.
Why did it just lie? It made the noise. I was looking at something
get
else,
nothing,
waiting
actually.
for it to load. Oh my god! A combat that didn't take forever to load!
올랐어.
It's a fucking miracle!
보여줘도 될 것
Oh
같은데.
my god. This truly has been a will of the city.
점 찍었네.
Say a prayer for your PC. Sometimes I wish I knew Latin just so I could say, like, ominous prayers. That no one else, like, no one understands.
유효타.
I love her oral farming on people by painting on them in her skill 3. Oh.
짜증나게.
보여드려야겠군요. 왜냐면 예술을
내가 응원하는 게 도움이
I'm not gonna
되겠구나.
produce -2 skill
힘내게
power.
해보자고.
We are not praying on my
9
PC's downfall here,
seconds.
please, God, no. I'm begging you.
일리 있는 의견이다. 그걸로 하지.
Just as George Orwell predicted.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Just like that one book I never read.
자,
Briefly started in 1984, but I never like got into it.
8번의 두께. 나쁘지 않아요.
Please stop praying for my downfall. It's working.
바이올렛, 브레이크 슬랩.
I heard recently someone just describing something. It was like this horrific thing, and he went, instead of like, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, he said, this is the type of shit I would wish on my worst enemies. And I respect that kind of hater energy.
보기 좋게 거미줄에 걸렸군.
Ooh.
점 찍었네.
Yeah.
Are we now enemies of the index? Depends on, this is the thing, is you could get away with fighting the index, because maybe the index wanted to lose some guys there.
어중간한 예술은
Like, it all
Most
depends.
likely enemies of the index.
You're
but
most
there's always
likely,
a chance.
it's a gamble though.
지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 공호대 같았어.
Have you seen how good Limbus Company is
You
at
can
gambling?
mind your own business.
훌륭한 단말만 해요. 아, 훌륭한 단말만 해요.
Every day you wake up, there's a 50-50 chance you become an enemy of the index.
방금 건 제대로 안 꺼냈어.
There's just a
맥주라도
chance
사야겠는
that you wake up to an index member at the foot of your bed.
어디에서도 볼 수
In the kinky
없을
way,
색채로.
hey, 50-50.
That's another 50-50. There's a second coin flip.
This is one of 50-50s. Maybe not how probability
There's a lot of
works.
coin flips when it comes to the index.
아듀, 아듀.
So nice of her to say bye. Fully. Sorry, you don't get to do your skill. Has anyone told you that when you laugh, you sound exactly like Wild on Heathcliff? I think I have heard that before too. Dude, even if you survive this other shit, you died
어디에서도 볼
closing
수
time.
없을 색채로. 아이씨, 짜증나게.
Dude, I don't care. It's closing time. I'm going to kill you.
어중간한 예술은 물어뜯어 고칠 수밖에. 자,
They literally can't use their skill 3s unless they get a high grace. Oh my god. Are they all femboys? They're just not. How the internet has forgotten the word
Not very
twink
woke up
really just disappoints
퇴장
me.
시간이 되었답니다. 그럼
Gay culture is
Hashtag
being
not very
deleted
woke.
by Gooners.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼
저희
이번 전투도
영감은
쉽게 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
도와주시는군요.
아마도 이런 날이었을 거야. 나보다 먼저 엄마가
Half the
집에
words have been forgotten.
돌아오는
The half have been condensed into
학교
slurs.
마치고 집에 돌아왔을
True.
때 문 너머에서 엄마의 발소리가 들리면
Trust.
일리 있는
Pixie
의견.
dust.
그 울림을
그걸로
신뢰하곤 했지.
They've been empowered.
들리세요? 한 쌍의
Alright.
상황으로
너희
24개의
지금처럼
늑골이 자아내는
엄마와
TDI의
함께
멜로디가
이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘.
I think I'm taking off Araya as a
그 중에서
announcer.
가장 멋진 곳에 나를 데려갈 수 있게.
If I don't fuck with the way you close a combat, I'm probably taking you off of now. I'm ill for those femboys. Femboy in itself is a term that is kind of unwoke nowadays. Depends on the context it's being used in.
Welcome to Rihanna's home.
Man, it's just fucking Rollins!
There is no end to the LARP. Though, there is one key difference here. And it's the fact that Rian has drawings from his daughter.
True. Rianne's daughter got
Is that
birthed.
an L LARP or a W LARP?
I think that's an L love. Should have killed his pregnant wife, not the child. That's why Rianne was
You see,
weak.
that's why Rian is an imperfect Furioso.
Yeah!
Hermes fucked up.
Hermes, you fucking dumbass. Kind of let down when they were body blocking the door to... Like, there was some big secret behind it. Also, they said that Rianne had never been upstairs, so he didn't get the chance to lie on this couch drunk as hell. L-LARP. Alright.
L LARPs.
Looks just like any other average family home. Gregor! Big question! What do you mean any other average family home? There are fucking 6 bullet holes in the wall! Oh man,
I mean, have you been in the back streets?
The peeps should at least dust their homes once in a while. And 2 on the couch. The thick layer of dust covering every surface and the blotchy wallpaper made it clear that no one's been living here for a good while. If the family lived here must have had a child. Look, there are drawings and dolls too. It seems the place has been abandoned for quite a long time. Something bad have happened in here? Yeah, something must have happened here that caused the family to flee. They never got to return.
Unless, of course, the proselytes were ordered by the prescript to reconstruct Rian's home 1-to-1. And that's why Rian has never been up here. Because this is where his actual home is.
I was never up here, Rian's home. If he was never up there, would it be actually Rian's home? Well. Reconstruct Rem's home, who was previously told to LARP as Roland. Yep, lots of evidence suggesting that. No open doors, single tree just laying around. Someone fled for home for some reason. Never to return. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of hard to narrow down the cause. Really could have been anything. Are you searching for something in particular, Ryoshi?
But it doesn't seem to be here. Every framed photo is singed beyond recognition. Whatever documents there were have been torn to shreds. Kinda like my memories. So this wasn't where he escaped to, huh?
Here's Dexter's father, Rian. The last time we saw him, he fled the house via a corridor. After suffering a severe wound at Ryoshi's hand. If by some miracle he survived, there's a chance he'd come after Ryoshi again, but... I'm done my sandwich, but I need to finish this bite. Sorry, I'm imagining I'm eating a sandwich as Dante. Imagining what it would be like. Something about a lasting hint led me to believe it was the last time Ryoshi would ever see them. This is...
Oh. This is...
You recognize this drawing? Found myself hoping to see Ryoshi piece together another memory. She'd been recalling new details all day whenever something caught her attention. Sadly, she responded by softly shaking her head. Mayu's Arknights! I remember!
No. I don't.
약지의 감긴 세 바퀴의 반지는 마에스트로가 되기 위해 인정받은 세 가지 작품을 뜻하죠. 비록 지금 제 작품이 만인의
기능보다 소재의 원본을 드러내는 방향으로 겉면의 결착 염색 방식은 사후 경례를 보다 돋보일 수 있게.
Sorry, no.
피드백에 따라 결점을 보완하겠습니다, 도슨트님.
Sorry, did I just fucking see what I thought I saw? Oh my god, it's a repeat battle.
Sangria.
Trauma flashbacks.
In case you don't want to run Mirror Dungeon the farm. In case you're a bum.
No sin in the roster, Meso the glove. Give it a second. Holy fucking shit, dude.
It's all falling apart at the seams.
Visceral strokes, hello?
Yeah. Ring Fulvists, more like Ring Freakists, bro. Visceral strokes and
발톱
touch
장식의
hardy.
유격 없음.
Like,
먹이를 핥혀 소나기에 담으려는 격정 느껴짐. 이번에 만들어낸 작품은 심사의 출품에도 좋겠군.
I don't know if I have time for this.
야야, 적당히 해. 곧 손가락 걸기라는 거 잊었냐?
생각보다 얻어들인 시간은 적지만 이 항쟁으로 흡수한
달빛 아래에서 정의가 널리 퍼져나갈 것이오.
이만 가죠. 비스클리프, 이 너저분한 것들.
아슬아슬한 합격점이었다는 생각이 드네요.
생각보다 얻어들인 시간은 적지만
시연 준비가 완벽하지 않았다는 건 불만스럽지만
Hello? When did I get to that screen? I like the other art more. Game nearly crashed trying to switch out one art of a character. Dude.
result.
시연의
소재가
신속.
준비.
나를 점 찍었다면 격에 맞는 조언도
Remember.
함께 준비하도록.
엄중한 심사 부탁드립니다.
Cool shit. After leaving Rian's quarters, we explored the Index's corridor for a while, but didn't find anything that could help piece Ryoshu's memories back together.
Great work. Now that just leaves the Pinky Nurse Father's corridor. But that room didn't have any back doors for us to explore. There were countless more in the adjacent corridor, but our guideline makes it a bit difficult to delve into each and every one of them right away. Which means that our work here is done. Thank you for your assistance, Dante.
Okay, glad we could help. What are your thoughts of this guy? I kind of think he's an asshole. It's frustrating that, like, Kira gave him information. He slapped Kira. And yeah, it was vague information, but he slapped Kira. Then, he drew a conclusion from Ryoshu's information that he could have drawn from Kira's. And then went, thank you, Ryoshu. Let me suck it a little more. Sorry, I don't like him. Dante replies when they're happier to have been of assistance.
Well then, it's been a pleasure.
After a brief round of handshakes, Alan returned to the forward base. We probably should have done the same, but we'll take a look around here anyway.
Sure.
As we had more business here than simply checking doors, we decided to stay a little longer to investigate the Pinky's corridor. I don't care if Kira isn't exactly an ally. I don't like double standards, and it pisses me off. The Pinky Nurse Father's room had a peculiar structure. Each door we opened the room led to a room identical in shape to the previous one. Even though I was certain we traversed through quite a few rooms, we somehow found ourselves back at the starting point. I don't care if she isn't an ally, I just don't like Alan. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying I love Kira, although I do. I'm saying I hate Alan. There are some small design differences between each room that help to tell them apart, but it's difficult to tell which is which unless we look really hard at every detail. Where are we now? Kitchen?
How do you know that?
I've been here before. Someone ghosted me after promising to watch Fix Eclipse together, so I thought I'd come visit. It's someone y'all have met too, I think. It was,
Must be another one who was severed by the Arayashiki.
Dang, you might be right. His name was Ren. the piggy apprentice. I TikTok, but no one here really seemed to have anything to say to that. I suppose that only makes sense. After all, his existence registered to no one here but me. So, when you said back at K-Corp that you would cook before, you talk about this, huh?
Yup. I used to perform intense culinary artistry here.
Your scabbard's shaking.
The reviews were glowing. One of them was YUM, meaning, yeah, unbelievably mouthwatering.
The scabbard, Araya, was defiantly shaking side to side in a valiant effort to deny Ryoshu's claim. Must have been pretty damn bad, huh? I'm having a hard time believing her, if you ask me. What did you usually make?
Boxed lunch. Boxed lunch that kids might bring to grade school, with sausages cut like octopuses and tamagoyaki.
It's simple to be intense color in the artistry, don't you think?
IF. Didn't you know? There's nothing like a school lunchbox love rivalry.
So, octopuses, sausages, tamagoyaki, and...
Why are we making sausages out of an octopus?
No, I mean sausages cut like octopuses.
And why are we cutting sausages into octopus shapes?
Because it's adorbs, that's why! Aww.
Something like this.
What's that?
Sausage carved into an octopus shape. Didn't miss a single suction cup.
Come on, I didn't mean like a real-life octopus. It's gotta be adorbs, okay? It's a fucking weird kitchen knife!
Isn't it all the SD once it goes down the gullet? Why is this so important?
I mean, there's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry.
IDU.
Huh? You're doing your weird acronyms again, aren't you?
It means I don't understand.
That's when you say IDK, Mom! SMH! These must be of some of the happiest memories Ryoshu and Araya shared. The sinners, me and Araya, even as a scabbard, could imagine or recall them in full. But for Ryoshu, the most important part of those memories remains sliced away. Still, if we could continue to piece more and more of her memories together by going over these places. Do you want to check out what's upstairs too? As soon as I asked, however, the sinner's footsteps came to a simultaneous stop. Wait. Hang on, Clockhead. Don't open the door just yet. I looked back and found Kira and Heathcliff poised to fight.
Okay.
Huh?
Cockhead.
Cockhead. Don't worry, Cockhead. Hands on their weapons. This way, manager. A mere soul who realized what that indicated yanked me to the back of the line. And in mere moments...
So, there was someone guiding those whelps. Figured they sent more than fodder to the House of Spiders. Stinks of wet dog.
Claws of a massive paw slashed through where we had just been standing. Oh my god. I love the fucking mask.
Goodness gracious.
Oh my god, bruh. They have pickets in her head! Oh my god! Holy shit, dude! Project Moon! Was that necessary?
Am I allowed to join the Fauvist movement?
Wolf mask? It really is, as the maestro Emile Benoit said. This place is already occupied. If you would be so kind as to help me with directions. Is this where Master Callisto's art is located? The question came from a woman who appeared when one of the doors led to a different corridor. She was wearing a wolf mask, unlike the Falvist we had encountered thus far. She seemed to make it a point to speak and act with decorum. But the subtle hint of violence in her voice quickly betrayed this air of foul civility. Sure, you're at the right address, lady. Everyone's stuff ain't a part of this house. Find a different corridor. Yes, I am aware. I did not here looking for his creations, which would be easily mistaken for mass-produced garbage. I could feel her intense gaze even through her face, even though her face was obscured by the mask. Olga has officially been power-crept. And there was no doubt that her eyes were bearing down on Ryoshu. Suddenly, I was reminded of what Rien said moments before he fled through the corridor. He let them observe us too freely. Huh? What does that mean? The father's got to confirm a lot of important intel, including the fact that the House of Spiders has fallen, and that Ryoshu currently has the possession of the Ryashiki. They want Ryoshu for themselves, whether she's completed or not. Ryoshu as she is now.
Isn't that intriguing for once?
My name is Rufo. Yoshihide, the blade coveted by the five fingers, Master Callisto's final and posthumous masterpiece. As a docent of Falvism, please allow me the honor of escorting you to our gallery.
Do I want to?
Guys, get out of here! I'll take her!
Go on ahead, I'll hold her off. Don't see the point in hanging out with people in those unaesthetic AM.
As expected, Ryoshu declined Rufu's request with a curt reply. Naraya too wrangled angrily in the Dawson's general direction. I fucking love Araya shit, dude. I love that we're just gonna be able to see live Araya reaction from now on.
Wiggles angrily.
Then, I'm afraid, my only remaining option is to rely on our usual method of ushering. How are our odds? I don't know. She's probably tougher than me at my maxed out stats. Really? The shape of her ring suggests that she's a docent of the School of Falvism. Her position is comparable to that of a capo of the thumb, or a big sibling of the middle. Yeah. So it is capo / big sibling.
As tough as Ricardo.
No, Ricardo scales higher. Correction. My sources, I said so. 1% capacity Orion behind Ryoshu cheering her on. Verily, that maketh her a foe who makes pass even Ricardo's might. Or the stroke of ill fortune. Even Leihang. No. No. Don Quixote, sorry. Leihang had too much going on for him.
He's anywhere near as strong as Leihang.
Yeah, like, no offense, Don Quixote, I don't think you know.
Leihang might have only been a capo, but he was, pinky first, capo second.
Leihang was a capo quattro, first of all. So it was a capo quattro of the thumb, a member of the pinky, one of the 10 blades of the East, and Shin and Mang user, which is rare even for that area.
Being any kind of capo makes you comparable to any amount of docent, because that just is a general ranking. So especially what kind of capo he is doesn't really prove that he's stronger.
Okay,
than her.
it doesn't exactly because we don't know how strong this docent is. Docent scales from bottom of capo to top of capo, but Capo is more structured. I'm saying he's a Capo Quattro to be... to make sure he's at the top end of what these can be.
Every other feat he has helps scale him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's a top-end Capo, which is still a feat.
Oh, what? Oh, it doesn't...
We're saying he's a fucking, like, top-end Capo, which we know very few of. Like, extremely high-end middle-rank finger, right? Like, meanwhile, we're looking at what it seems to be the average Dustin. Saying he's a Capo Quattro does say a lot, actually. We've never seen another Capo Quattro.
Oh, we don't.
We've never seen another ranked Capo.
We've never seen another... never... I mean,
Boris was a Capo Quattro, almost for sure.
I mean,
almost for sure.
All of Callow's subordinates were Capos.
They were all Capos, but I'm almost sure that Boris was a Capo Quattro. Yeah, I'm speculating here.
He's the only one who has just straight hands.
He stood out.
When above all, Lei Heng was a member of the Pinky, which is his biggest feat.
I don't want to suddenly downscale something like a Capo Quattro, though. Because, yeah, I do think that being a member of the Pinky is extremely impressive. But he was probably weaker than his Soda Capo. Like, being a Capo Quattro is probably around the same strength level as the level he was in the Pinky.
Yeah, but I think, him making it there was primarily because he already had a lot of power under his belt from being a Pinky.
Well, yeah, but it's as impressive as, like, where he is in the Pinky is probably as impressive as saying he's a Capo Quattro. Because that is as far as he could go in the thumb.
Unless, of course, he simply decided to not try and get any higher in the ranks. He was just happy there.
Yeah, there's a chance there, but I doubt it.
We don't know his motivations.
We know he was a Capo Quattro for years at least, because he did apprentice Yoshihide as a Capo Quattro. / member of the Pinky. Our chances are home.
Our chances are HOM.
Half or more? I like this odds. Half or more.
Half of half.
I'm so sorry, I'm just used to voicing this. Dude, really?
Outmodded. Has been.
Outmoded.
We seek out the art of a has-been after all this time.
It was a decision met with much confusion from the outset. To entrust such a momentous project in the hands of one such as Callisto, why, everyone agrees that it's no less foolish than casting a pearl before swine. And they were quite on point with that assessment. His oeuvre, recovered from the house, were more tools than art, the sort that the likes of the workshop meisters might assemble. No self-respecting maestro would create such mundanities and call them art. Now, I must ask for your forgiveness for presuming that you would be no different from the rest of his work. But what I observed above this room completely changed my perspective. The scorched corridor, the ferocity of which you scarred the walls and the floor, as though a frenzied beast had torn through them. There is but one tool that could possibly have left such marks behind.
At least you've got a passable eye for art.
Yoshihide, I ask, have you ever considered pursuing art in a further elevated beauty? It would be an experience that departs from the dilapidated remnants that dubs itself corporism. I'm afraid so constrained by its obsession of a human corpus that once it had depleted all the meaning it had to offer, it began piling on empty definitions onto itself. Valvism is a movement that is broken from the traditional mold. Unfettered, like a beast that roams free, we dare ourselves to ask questions that challenge the mind. What is a man? What are things? What does it mean to trace the origin? How do we define that which we call le fauve? These are subject matters that have led us fowls into the field of fertile creativity. Should you, a wielder of that rhetoric, enter the fold of our movement, it would layer your work with such an unrelenting spectrum of colors that it will be destined to leave an unforgettable impression of the annals of history. In other words, what we can offer you will be much greater worth than what you may have learned from a teacher like Callisto.
Never considered him my teacher. Not a real one, anyway. Finding beauty among the carnage of blood and flesh is a lesson I learned on my own. And yes, I know enough about your movement. Maybe I considered some of the work created by your school acceptable, at least among the rings art. Or not, I can't remember.
Then, will you?
But I don't know. I don't know what makes your art more elevated than the one I pursue.
The one you pursue?
Didn't the site you claim to have seen clue you in?
Oh, indeed, I do understand. Your art may appear to be no more than unchecked chaos at a glance, but upon close observation, it reveals a fierce, dominant force that threads the entire scene together with its keenness as a connecting suture. Your blade work, too, shows a multi-layeredness. Mere keenness often entails mundanity, yet you have transcended such a limited by scorching the tail end of each slash. Truly, a unique aesthetic sense. I believe I've sufficiently understood the full extent of the artistic merit imbued in that scene.
No, you didn't. Lesser painters like you are such mediocrities that they fail to recognize the beauty that lies in the grotesque. They do little beyond painting the hell reflected in their eyes and call that shallowness hell's beauty. The sorrow condensed into a cry held in an instant, wrath unbound from the yoke of reason, the fading gleam of despair in the hewn. You give no thought to what each of those emotions signifies, instead obsessing over the cursory qualities of what is beheld. Let me teach you otherwise. Pay attention, because I won't afford you another long-winded lesson.
She's fucking nurse fathering, dude. Yoshi readied her scabbard.
Pointillists, fauvists, suprematists, blorators, cubists. I visited my share of the Rings galleries, heard their commentaries. But none of them were to my liking. Your art is an overcomplicated pile of definitions buried under symbols, caked in patchworks of empty shells. You and your art both talk too damn much. Just like Callisto's, kept trying to take from other movements, forcing meaning where there was none. Excess is easy, anyone can do it. What's beyond most is making it succinct, the art of abbreviation.
Alas, if all is one by one abbreviated away, nothing remains in its absence, making the void left behind completely bereft of meaning.
No, the void is what remains. and it holds things that can't be found anywhere else.
What is this? A minimalist manifesto?
No, my aesthetics go beyond the pursuit of simplicity. I pursue the natural germination of artistic immaculacy, a state of perfection wherein further abbreviation is an impossibility. Sangria.
Bit abstract, isn't it? Too removed, too plain, with the distinct lack of any meaningful striking qualities. What exactly is it that elevates your art above that of Falford?
Painters. Or the stubborn sort that mere words can't convince.
Indeed. There is no discipline more subjective than that of art. Discourse concerning its nature makes sense for days on end. Will not change the fact that unseen arts are meaningless, pretentious illusions at the end of the day.
Then I suppose I'll have to carve it right into your eyes.
Please do. I'm afraid it may be overshadowed by the sheer vibrancy of my aesthetics. I, Dustin W. Falvison, shall personally welcome you into my critique session.
A miserable little pile of secrets.
Now we wait here for like 2 minutes. You do know why I've read it. Oh.
타닉스는 왜 저렇게 떠들썩한 거야? 뭔가 싼데.
Intrinsic in the outward appearance of each animal is a distinct purpose, and less lefaux are the ones who awaken the express the ferocity of those we call wild beasts among them.
One of her unique status effects that she applies to herself also has a description.
Oh.
Yeah, should be the one at the bottom. Yeah, Falvison.
One might ask what even distinguished lefaux from factions such as Heishus, Arcorpax, and more that incorporate beasts into their identities. A reasonable inquiry. Of that there is no doubt. To say that we are distinguished by the transcendence of beastliness into artistic costumery, while the Heishus have mindlessly jammed it into their anatomies, disregarding their aesthetic qualities.
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채로.
God, he's so hot.
더 야성적인 깊이로.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
But to unleash the fertility of this lefaux, if you know what I'm saying.
뜯어 고칠 수밖에.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 대로 두드려 패.
You could have had that body blocking as a mechanic into the game. They figured out how to add body blocking as a mechanic.
짜증나게.
Well, if you read her descriptions, it says that when she gets hit by an attack with one attack weight, one of the students just blocks it.
반달리즘은 사절이랍니다.
I must have missed that.
임파스터.
Immediately before getting hit by skill with one attack, wait.
Oh yeah.
They figured out how to do it.
I read it and I missed it.
Shit. Heroes clashing there. Oh my god. I never did that when I fucking fight her.
Fuck you, Kira likes me more.
Always fucking attacking the students. Only time she clashes is when it's fucking hopeless.
소바지.
So much.
들리세요?
What the fuck? Is that me?
24개의 늑골이 자아내는 티비아의 멜로디가.
우와, 지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 공호대 같았어.
Pointless
You
enough
have a
scale.
fellow Faust with you.
합격장.
I mean, Pointless are still the only ones that can gain 8 offense level up every turn. The Fauvists and the fucking Corporists puny 1 damage up a turn.
Eight offense level up is 2 clash power up. Never mind, you fucking idiot. Oh.
It's okay, she has so much fucking health.
Yeah,
Cannon will fucking.
개라는 소재를 통달한다면
예술적이네요.
Alright. Temper target fixed. And if they have. If the clash is hopeless, I just use a defense skill.
paralysis.
Lose the clash if she... No, she simply has the negative status effect that gives the enemy +6 clash power against her on that skill specifically.
So he loses clash either way.
Yeah, but you take 90% less damage if you defense skill.
Oh.
Instead of taking 100% more damage.
짜증나게.
마지막으로 남길 말.
Stagger. From the wrong guy.
Ow. Read above. Reaper has a unique voice styling when you bring Heisho Slop into this mode. A splendid technology indeed to translate the power of the human body. What does it offer even a single meta beyond the motive motif it draws from?
좋아. 방금은 전략의 승리야. 계속 밀어붙이자.
Ah. This is a critique, you're just
You
thinking!
Just thinking about critique.
Okay, you should actually find this really unique and cool.
쓸데없는 관심.
Even I think about how much better I am at art than you.
A bit underwhelming? Bitch, it's an ego! You've never seen that, I guarantee you.
보여드려야겠군요. 왜냐면
Unless you've seen a master with ego, which might be able to swipe sweat.
Who knows?
저것들 너덜너덜하잖아. 일단
It's-
I mean,
정신 차리는
you
놈
did
대가리부터 뭉개.
use Sun Shower, which is an animal, which is something she has seen a lot of on people.
Okay, yeah, that is true. It's fucking closing time! I don't care, I'm going to kill you!
I don't care, it is closing time, I'm going to kill you.
점 찍었네.
And she has 4 negative status.
Thank you, Honglu, for cheating, just so we can get a bit more charge going into this.
Not even classing the boss with...
I didn't clash the boss because it would hit more people if I clashed
퇴장
that guy.
시간이 되었답니다. 그럼 안녕히.
항상 저희 영감은
일깨워 주시면
Fat ass absorbed all the excess
깨라는
attack which you
소재를
gain from gaining
전달한다.
charge potency anyway.
Yeah. Meanwhile, because they clashed that guy, I hit one extra person.
그 소재 가져갈래요.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
Blast with the plastic
I
game
don't
just
care,
completely
I'm a
freezing to
first
load it
person
in a go
controller.
animation.
Closing and then fucking kills you.
Going to Paris.
임파스터.
Can't
방금까지
believe you
제대로 안
managed
꺼냈어.
to emulate what it's like to play a Limbus on a mobile device.
It's so cool.
Killed one
정
goon in the
찍었네.
back. Who is that?
Poor fucking goon.
아이씨,
Fucking
짜증나게.
body's fucking dead.
Kira, why did you just say bro seriously? We took one hit.
Yeah, bro, seriously, you got hit? Cringe.
거기서 지켜보시죠. 마지막으로 남길 말은
Hey, Cobra's better smile. I forgot that was Meso for a second. I was like, why the fuck is that just... Because he's wearing the mask, I forgot it was Meso. It's just, why are you just fucking fighting?
와, 니네들 기분이 좋아 보인다. 뭐 재밌는 거라도 봤어?
Now she has more passives. Okay, yeah.
She doesn't get any more passives.
Also, her second mask description down there at the bottom has more description.
One does not simply awaken the power of one's inferity by donning a beastly mask. The interior of each headgear worn by these artists is lined with a mat of needles dipped into powderless paint, which is injected into the body upon equipment. Thus is the paint of the ring, and these artists, regardless of their skill, all are bound to use this. Huh?
And that's
Acupuncture when I
he
wear
gets that
my
increases
fucking
when you put
mask.
the mask on. It's not just acupuncture, it's doping.
Yeah, Riff, do something! Yeah, fire.
Negative status of. No, she doesn't have any negative. I believe in her. She can fuck it out.
I don't.
점 찍었네. 파우스트? 신체파의 예술을
the point of the
보여줄
mask.
시간이란다.
저의 뼈로 틀을 잡고
Love the fucking
저의
thing.
살로 채워놓은 외면의 예술.
방금 움찔했어. 저기가 약점인 것 같아.
자세에 틀림은 없고
짜증나게.
Bleed.
어? 방금 좀 똑똑했다. 옛날에 조직에서 싸울 때도 두뇌 파로 적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
My only problem with this new Rodian is the fact that she's a good ID that's fun to use, which means that using Sanguine Desire to try and maintain bleed count feels like a waste because I'd rather just use her kit.
My only problem with this idea is that they're too fine, bruh.
Yeah, they're too fun, but I want to maintain my bleed count through all these unbreakable coins, so I have to Sanguine Desire.
Yeah.
It's like, what was me? What would I do?
태우고 싶은 것을 태울 뿐이요.
Especially because half the time I'm in a position to use Sanguine Desire, she has a skill free on her bottom skill. And it's like, well, fuck me, I guess. Dominating. Just hope she doesn't run out of bleed until you get there.
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채로. 아이씨, 짜증나게.
Now you lose everything.
She's ran out of bleed.
Save the Fleet Society, you saying?
합격장.
Yes!
He did. He saved Fleet Society.
Watching her skill animations, you can really see the comparison to the card.
You know, that dead weight lost the clash.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Anyway, there's the part where you use an ego. It's a whole lot of reading I didn't feel like doing, so I just clashed up with an ego. I don't know, that's scary. Struggling. Fluids I fell off.
For fuck's sake, what is your offense level? Good level 6.
I just use Superbia just to get a free ego off when they can actually flash.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Superbia is pretty worthless. It's like fucking something like Pursuance.
Professor Corrosion has an insane flash.
Like what two flashers Pursuance for when it comes to the ego. But I don't actually know if it's better.
26 plus 8 versus 17 plus 15. Holy shit, Pursuance flashes really well.
Yeah, it's got such a high floor. If you had Dimension Shredder on Yi-Sang, that could work because that hits like a 40.
점 찍었네.
This idea makes my steak too juicy and my
Oh.
lobster too buttery. Oh.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
보는 눈이
Goodbye.
부족했는지.
벌써부터
자신만만하게
Ouch.
달려가더니
붙일 수
Not ideal.
짜감이었던 거야?
Fucking get them! Go, Kira!
바이올렛 브레이크 슬램!
Oh, bye.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
We lost the clash. No.
고작 이런 걸로 길이 끊어졌다고 생각하니?
It's a lot in like Dimension
너희의
Shredder on
하나는
G-Sign that should be able to clash it.
연결된 끈은
Because
너희가
Dimension Shredder
생각한
is
것보다
comically
더
strong.
질길 거란다.
숨이 먹기 전에 하나만 말해주세요. 당신의 눈에는 저의
gonna give it a
갤러리가
go,
어떻게
but
보이셨죠?
I think
무엇이
there's a chance we might
부족했던
just have a better time with 5
왜
people
그때의 걸작을
and no
다시
others.
만들 수 없는 건지.
Yeah, I usually keep her on my team just because the
그렇나요?
extra skill slot.
When we get then
Giving
Lydian
them
gets
good
two skill
characters
slots.
also works.
then Meridian gets 2
Also,
skill
get
slots.
command meltdown on Faust.
Yeah. This is an old.
Fluid side. Fluid side. This ain't season 2.
Give it a second. People say, oh my god.
Even on like Honglu, I tend to have Honglu's Dimension Shooter equipped just because they have such high bases. And also because Honglu's Dimension Shooter
Sorry,
makes
you're
him
gonna have to
immortal.
wait a second until the 3 business days until this loads.
Yeah.
Faust's ego are too advanced.
The powerful.
I don't want to change anything here. Well, I might actually activate Regret. Just because he becomes objectively better.
Feeling regret.
엄중한 심사
Yeah, feeling regret with
부탁드립니다.
this team isn't that hard.
Yeah. Come on, you loaded it before. There you go.
박제라도 맞았나? 적군이 더 강해진 것 같아. 점 찍었네.
Nice. Good job. Good boy. Smile.
Rings.
짜증나게.
Green. Do we need regret again? 2 pride, 3 wrath.
If Michelle's Wrath skill 1, it might be, you know, a pretty bad clasher, but
And then pride's
easy
not gonna be
enough
too
to
hard.
generate.
소바주.
어중간한 예술은 물어뜯어 고칠
Fuck out of my way!
So much.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
반만 남았어도 이 정도쯤은
방금 움찔했어. 저기가 약점인 것 같아.
Is Super Granabina to take the wheel if you're out of scenes? We're probably gonna save Super Granabina a little later.
합격장.
보여드려야겠군요.
예술적이네요.
예술을
와우, 벌써 재료를 저기까지 손질해둔 것이오. 오늘 공장 일찍 문 닫을 수 있을 것 같지요.
I love that this implies
It's
that
this phase.
the only reason the dogs and the other ones are on our level is because they're constantly wearing the mask to make them stronger.
Yeah, I mean we are like the students are not very strong.
Like soldados.
Yeah. You might as well just get an unopposed attack off on her.
Oh, they flashable counter.
Yeah. You just vibe out.
영감이 떠올랐어요.
아이, 짜증나게.
들리세요?
Damn.
한 쌍의 상황볼과 24개의 늑골이 자아내는 티비아의 멜로디가.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지.
TBR의 멜로디카. Why do you run over there?
For no reason! Love of the game!
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주
You're gonna have to go
작살을
get
내놨어.
that guy.
Took a small detour.
Nice thing of Zelda's unbreakable points is for fueling Kira's fucking vengeance stacks. She gets one stack of middle grudge every time an ally gets hit.
어릴 땐 몰랐어. 왜 엄마가 삼촌들이랑 말도 못 섞게 했는지. 그 외부 강사들
Closing time.
손가락 안에서도 내로라 하는 실력자들이었을 거야. 너희가 보여준
Yeah, closing time doesn't
더
actually
대단한
scale with bleed
기술을
on a guy.
매번 엄마에게
No, I'm checking
가르쳐줬거든.
because he will have one extra
The
attack. Right?
charge.
But I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk some Project Moon
Yeah.
fuck shit getting in the way.
It's also then because it doesn't care for the bleed on a guy. You can. I don't think you're gonna have to clash those two guys. I think they're going to die. It's closing time.
어디에서도 볼
She
수
has enough
없을
negative
사-
status effects. You could clashable counter to get her critique.
퇴장 시간이 되었답니다. 야.
Yeah,
그럼
they're dead.
안녕히.
항상 저희 영감을 일깨워 주시는군요.
그럼
훌륭한 단말만 해요.
Oh yeah. Shit ton of bleed count.
바이올렛 브레이크 슬램!
Team 14, Jesus. 22 winning skill.
Oh my god!
어릴 땐 몰랐어.
Philip clearing gun.
왜 엄마가
Nothing on
삼촌들이랑
this.
말도 못 섞게 했는지.
But yeah, if you use a clashable counter
그
on
외부
Rodian, she'll
Yeah.
start thinking.
손가락 안에서도 내로라 하는 실력자들이었을 너희가
Until
보여준
it's active when it starts to sparkle.
혹은 더 대단한 기술을
I have an idea, most
Same goes for her skill
ingenious!
free if she has. Yeah, if she meets the conditions for activating her skill free dash 2, it also starts to sparkle.
That's so funny.
영감이 떠올랐어요.
I love that. Guess we just got an idea, most ingenious!
마지막으로 남길 말은 거기서
Count, we just
Just
check it
보시죠.
out. Never mind. Fuck you.
연장
내가
솜씨가
공기력
현란하죠.
때문에
Fuck you, I guess.
선물
Sit
만들고
down.
도구 연습만
Oh,
하는
she's got the
것이요.
mask on.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's got the mask on.
Copy ass.
한방
Mesh sword.
먹였네.
I just got an idea.
이세를
Most
멋들어
slay.
보자고.
She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah, no, you just gotta inflict enough negative effects. You could save the skill free if you wanna try and gamba with a skill free dash 2.
Yeah. Good.
Clash it. Still dominating.
Savage.
짜증나게.
This same fucking person. Finally get your regret off, Meso.
After 3 turns of waiting.
구속구가 나의 폭력을
His
저지하게
time will come.
턱없이 모자란
He knows his time will
He
come.
knows his time will come.
EC said, yeah, it just took a second. Fight back, fight back, fight back, fight back!
Regret was promised to him 3,000 cycles ago. Go on, Rodian. I believe your skill 3-2 can clash that. Oh yeah, it's sparkly. Doesn't even need the skill 3-2. Actually, you know what? Also activate fucking turn on Sanguine Design. Fucking
Oh yeah, you're right.
she only has one bleed count, so might as well just not have it go down.
Yeah.
감상은 어떤가요?
Besides, like, lust is something you're in a deficit of.
네르프 정렬. 원색적으로.
좋아. 방금은 전략의 승리야. 계속 밀어붙이자.
아이씨,
Doorbell.
짜증나게.
Someone's at the door.
Ding ding ding.
아름다운 춤을 추는 건 나뿐이어야 해. 그러니 네 발목을 잘라버리면.
자세에 틀림은 없군.
방금 좀 똑똑했다. 옛날에 조직에서
How
싸울
are they
때도
doing?
두뇌 파로 적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
There's also a little bit of bleed, but it's okay.
이번 소재는 보기보다 임파스터.
Ouch.
아마도 이런 날이었을 거야. 나보다 먼저 엄마가 집에 돌아오는 날. 학교 마치고 집에 돌아왔을 때 문 너머에서 엄마의 발소리가 들리면
Oh
그
yeah.
울림에 신이
There you
나곤
go.
했지.
Pop like a defense skill on you, saying it should cycle his skill 1 away.
서바주.
So a shit ton of damage as well.
피로
Yearning Mikala.
The fall.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Is a bit less powerful.
임파스터.
지금처럼 엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며
Thank you.
많은
Thank you,
기억을
flat loss
쌓아도
damage from fucking.
언젠가 그
Yearning
중에서
Mikala.
가장 멋진 곳에 나를 데려갈 수 있게.
Absolute sin. I wish she killed herself.
약지에 감긴 세 바퀴의 반지는 마에스트로가 되기 위해 인정받은 3가지 작품을 뜻하죠. 비록 지금 제 작품이 만인의 신금을 울리지는 못하더라도
I forget he's gonna just fucking kill a guy in his outro. How much does it give you on repeat? 80. I'm sure people are gonna figure out some way to speedrun it really fast. Put fucking.
So less than just MDing.
Well, yeah, but it's faster than MDing. Like, just put fucking, I don't know, index keying in there. You'll win. God.
See, you're already looking much better with those superfluous animal parts removed.
You're serious about finding your own movement?
I already answered that.
But you'll need time for the Falvist's wing. At least you could cultivate your movement, perhaps? I don't suppose words have any meaning now. The Dustin raised her giant arm as though to strike us in her final act of defiance, then slammed it down upon the door we entered through instead. All I can do is buy time for... Mid-sentence, the Dawson suddenly went limp like a marionette whose strings were cut.
Dead. And here I thought at least her last words were going to be succinct.
Those we are made foes with yet another finger. The ring.
Let's not doom and gloom already, fellas. Being an officer of the fingers all on our own for the first time, didn't we? See, this is a pretty definite win. That's true.
All on your own, huh? Come on, bro. I was fighting my ass off out there. Gregor has a point. The outcome of this battle would not have changed by a significant margin, even if you had not been there again. What the fuck?
This is more like it. Won't have to freak out over a mere BB anymore, long as we're with Clock.
Here, ha! Don't start congratulating yourselves for achieving a bare minimum. Those who celebrate over such small an occasion don't deserve to stand beside the executive manor. Well, I guess this isn't impressive at all to people who used to be much stronger, like Alice or Don Quixote. Prithee, speak not such folly, for the joy of my compatriots is mine own. Have you any inkling as to why she might have, in her final moments, elected to demolish the door? Right? It's not like we have assortments of doors in here. Are we really debating the logical thought process of someone who is 2 seconds away from dropping dead? Come on, let's get out of here so we can bring everyone else up to date. What? Didn't I just leave this room? Ishmael walked out through the door we'd entered through and appeared from behind us. Oh shit, where did the exit go? Tell me the exit changes every time someone walks through it.
No, can't be that easy.
I am... Oh! I've been enjoying the fresh air of the world outside. No longer free to travel the mountains and cliffs as my feet would carry me, as the other members of the Pinky are. I wish to no avail that I should be allowed to weave the delineations of wings and backstreets.
Huh. So this is what she meant.
The back door, which we traversed, is a passage to the corridor of the one calling the index nurse father. Cross the broken door we might, however, it avails us but a brief jaunt to the Pinky Norse father's azure corridor, before it returns us to this room.
Room's now locked in a loop without a starting point. Won't matter what doors we open.
Is there anything we can do? Our rescue team will arrive in time. At this location, he is to the regular flow of time, unlike the warp trains. It will be approximately between a week or two from the present before we can return. That's pretty long. Well, the first problem is going to have to deal with this food. As far as I'm aware, we should at least be good for at least 3 days. Thanks, Fredia. So let's... I didn't bring any snacks. It's not like we're about to walk into one of those Elcor branches or dungeons, so... Yeah, makes sense. Looks like we're going to have to give this room a thorough search then.
No need. If there's no exit, we cut open our own.
What about the part where it cuts into your memories too? Deal with that yet?
No. The sword, it still cleaves my memories with every slash. Don't know what memory it'll slice away this time, but it'll be something recent, or one I hold dear.
Oi, wait, don't be bloody rash about it! Other than me, no one but Heathcliff still remembers the person he holds in the loving depths of his heart. Ever since the day of Sepia Tempest, memory took on a special, precious meaning to Heathcliff. The exit goes directly into the Iridex Curator and Rienne, but still, yeah. Heathcliff suddenly reached out and grabbed Ryoshi's arm. Though Ryoshi and Heathcliff's circumstances were undoubtedly different from each other's, it was clear that Ryoshi's reckless attitude towards sacrificing her own memories triggered a sort of anxiety in Heathcliff.
What?
Didn't you hear them? Them nerds will be here in a week or two to get us out. Why don't we just keep that sword nicely in the scabbard and wait it out? The radio doesn't work. What if we went up to the rooftop and entered one of those doors up there? There are thousands of them. Out of the question. By doing so, we will be putting ourselves at a greater risk. That is, that of casting ourselves into the endless maze that is the corridor. Okay, but we're 10 meters if that brick wall of a maestro wanders right into this room. The wolf lady's last words. And I've seen the flags! It's hella a risky move, but I think Ryoshi Hide and her OP sword is our best bet.
Right, but what if we got lucky and they find us in a day or two?
Quit freaking out, HC. It will only be forgotten, not lost. Well, good memories don't tend to last very long. It's been a fun excursion, Clock.
I look towards the scabbard, expecting it to rattle violently as it did earlier, but it remains still. The white blade soon reveals itself. And naturally, cuts across the wall where the door used to be. And naturally, as the Arayashiki blades cleaves through the wall, so does it Ryoshi's memories. Oh, we were really getting somewhere. The thin strands of Araya's image, which had begun to coalesce, slowly unraveled and fell apart once again. Even still, Araya released the blade without hesitation. But it's okay, we'll try again, so... Conveying no resentment nor hatred, but a few words of consolation. Don't feel too bad. Oh! As her voice faded into a gentle dark with Ryoshi's memories. Oh! Pain. Oh my god! I need to finish this, I need to do testing, I need to do shit.
Welcome back.
Question. What exactly was the point of verifying every back door within the house as spirals?
Oh, and I didn't fill you in? Any information regarding these doors holds an enormous value for us. Not to mention, the higher-ups requesting us to reorganize the House of Spiders into a base of operations as soon as possible, even if we had to rush our work a little. Only speculating here, but I'm quite convinced that they're preparing for a conflict of sorts. These little pockets of absolute safety are extremely valuable during these operations, as you already know.
Wait, stop right there. What? What conflict? What operation? Are you saying that your bosses are preparing for a war of something? I just feel like there isn't enough alarm in his voice considering what he's saying. Preparing for what? Not even trying to hide it anymore, huh?
Did I say something wrong?
Must you ask to know?
I thought everyone already knew. I mean, it's an open secret at this point. L Corp has already fallen. W Corp is teetering on the brink of collapse. You call us the aspirant W Corp. We call Limbus Company the aspirant L Corp, meaning we have a shared goal. But unlike dead and gone L Corp, the current W Corp still kicking, despite its rapid decline in recent years. And as we all know, companies in the city aren't worth much unless they've got the military force to back them, right? It's only natural that a business conflict would lead to a physical one as well. This is just a mere team leader speaking, though. Who knows what the higher-ups in our companies are thinking? Either way, much fruitful collaboration was had today. This will reflect pretty well in our performance metrics, and we didn't even suffer that many losses. I can safely say that you should expect a positive review from us regarding this collaboration.
After saying our farewells to Alan, he returned to the forward base. Shared with Hohenheim everything that has happened so far. Hohenheim and Faust both did not seem willing to discuss the subject of the looming conflict, so we instead decided to have Ryoshu's memory and sword re-examined. Oi, Hohenheim, results out yet? Not an assistant. I clearly remember telling you 3 minutes ago that it would take 20 more minutes. Have you forgotten already?
He talks too much.
Ryoshu sounded irritated as she soldered Heathcliff, but I could sense a definite undercurrent of anxiety for the way she kept puffing her cigarette to a stub in increasingly shorter intervals. This room might be more smoke than oxygen at this point. Mind slowing down a tad? You're practically fumigating the room with cigarette smoke.
And speed up, glasses. Gonna bounce as soon as I hear the results.
Both of you need to learn respect to things that take time. Yes, time is indeed relative, but the fact that I have managed to complete an in-depth analysis of an item of such mystery in a single day is an incredibly fast turnaround and therefore deserves your appreciation. I've been attempting to rein in the more self-indulgent parts of myself as of late, but I believe this achievement deserves to be elaborated upon. It is evident in truth that such a result could not have been replicated had it not been for my genius brain. Go out to the hallways or grab any passing researcher and tell them about my incredible turnaround time. They will hear you say, "Whoa, done already?" And to that, I will answer,
STFU.
evidently tired of the two sinners alternating turns hounding them for results. Hohenheim seemed to speed up the analysis and managed to hit the finish line much earlier than 20 minutes. Oh, done already? Yes, there are times when the test results are extracted earlier than the predicted time frame. Many of those incidents are easily attributable to my genius at work.
Why aren't you saying anything? Give me the TR now.
And you did tell me to shut the fuck up, so I'm attempting to observe the exact merits of doing precisely that. You think Yoshihide would ever use known acronyms straight? What if it's something like, sheesh, that's a full day, unwind after work though? And your verdict of her interpretation?
Is exactly what
Bullshit!
I meant. It's better than MTL in some ways.
Bullshit! Me when I lie? You can see the rage-bait smile on her face. She lies as she breathes. That moment, I might have caught a glimpse of the scabbard rattling slightly atop the examination device. Limbus got a H Corp in the back pocket. Could Ligma outbid W Corp when it gets to hiring R Corp?
Probably.
Yeah.
Limbus is cooperating with a Wayfarer, so it's pretty easy for them both to buy R Corp.
And then we have the trio back at it. Minus T Corp. Because I don't think Limbus needs T Corp.
I don't think they need the time.
Lobotomy needed T Corp for a very specific reason. At the time, I might have caught a glimpse of the scabbard rattling slightly atop the examination device, almost as though it were giggling. Very well, I'll get to it. First, the memory of the time she was complimented for her cooking has been erased. Huh? That's it? Hardly. Second, a name has been erased from her memory. Do you recall the name of the man who works with the manager Sauder? I would have asked in the past tense, had it been him who I was referring to. Your Miss Sauder wasn't here for that.
That kid. Right. I don't remember his name.
She forgot Pilot's name? That she did. How did he know? How did he know? I know he could like guess. It's like, how does he know?
He's been actually lying the entire time. He claimed to not understand Dante.
Dante, I am a genius after all, just like Faust. Faust didn't need to
Dante,
be connected to you to understand.
I am actually the 14th sinner.
Dante, did you not see me revive just a second ago?
When you chained up all the sinners, did you not see one extend far into the distance?
Shoots out across the city. Among other miscellaneous deleted memories are 172 hours of Don Quixote's tales of adventures and the types of food she fed to a seagull. Viewpoint! Dost thou say the memories of the most precious young Ryoshu and me have been thrown into utter destruction? Look, Donkey, I'm not trying to be mean here, but that seems pretty acceptable, doesn't it? For the price of unsheathing a sword like that. If we're going to sheer volume, I wouldn't say its mileage is acceptable. It erased several days' worth of memories for a single swing, didn't it? I mean, yeah, but they'll kind of sound inconsequential memories, don't they? Cricket Heath forgets stuff all the time. How's this any different? The seemingly inconsequential nature of these particular memories weren't achieved by sheer luck. In fact, it seems to be impacted by the scabbard of Araya Shiki. To be more precise, the power of Araya's ego.
That's so.
She looked down at the scabbard with an uncertain, hollow look in her eyes. All that remains of Araya and Ryoshi's recollection is a blank space where the fragments of her existence used to be, severed and removed again. But it takes a rather significant amount of time. The scabbard seems to be, yes, capable of selecting of which of Cinder's Ryoshu's memories are to be erased at the cost of using Araya Shiki.
Sounds like I should be grateful then.
But Ryoshi regards the scabbard with a conflicted look, as though to approximate the outlines of the void she left behind. Oh, so it's got like a cooldown timer? She could use it whenever as long as she gives it time to select trivial memories? I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss them as trivial. The memory of the time when you were complimented for your cooking. It was quite a precious memory, wasn't it? You performed an inverse calculation of the relic's cost. Yes, according to our measurements, the sword seems to factor in the weight of each memory when calculating the cost of wielding it. It's become rather clear that it takes more than light memories to properly wield it.
Light.
Light from the Library of Ruina. So, how have her memories been restored? As presumed, attempts to recall the erased being's existence have resulted in failure. Which is quite discouraging. But not all is lost. Simply by knowing that someone used to be in that negative space. many things can still be reminisced upon. Like Ryoshi said, forgotten but not lost.
Look. You've just stepped foot into the world of sangria.
She flashes the briefest of smiles, then scatters it away with a plume of cigarette smoke. She approves of the manager. Fucking 9 Kantos and an Intervallo in! She approves of the person she works for.
Collecting the GB will restore it. What used to be there, in the pockets of void in my heart, my one and only.
Ryosu's gaze traced the invisible, the unperceivable. A few more days passed us by. We didn't spend those days idling. We visited Sade and Pilot and Recovery, did a few odd jobs here and there, like helping suppress the distortion containment breach caused by a new LCE hire. But with all the loose threads tied up, we managed to finally, after so long... That's my fucking manager! And it feels like home again. We're home again. Return to the bus. I mean, to be fair, Dante, this is all you've ever known.
Yeah.
Ah, bus, sweet bus. The chair could use a little more cushioning, but there isn't anything like it out there. Oh, she's nursing up!
That's right.
Huh? This is your ride? Hella badass. Between the two individuals who are looking rather pleased at Kira's astonishment, Hohenheim squeezed through to warn us about some things to watch out for. I asked the team leader Alan to set the coordinates somewhere as close as possible to the nest. Keep driving through the door, and it'll bring you right to an empty spot on the highway. Don't hesitate or hit the brakes, because if by any chance there's a car driving behind you, it will crash into the bus.
I just spawned in on a highway in front of some poor guy.
Nods.
Nods. Grins.
So what are you two? Grins. What are you two doing here on the bus? Decided to join the better team, did you? I must admit to a certain degree of interest in hearing of your exploits, but to accompany you through them is an entirely different matter, isn't it? I'm only here to adjust your coordinates. Speaking of which, how did you manage to escape your confinement? I told them I had some stuff to help you with, and they let me out after making me scribble over some dogs. Solitary confinement's hella boring, so I thought I might as well get some air. Might as well say goodbye to two while I'm out and about, right? I see. You exploded the fact that the new hires don't have any grudges against you. I thought I told them to impress upon the new hires that prisoners are to be treated as exceptions to the... Right. The person in charge of that training is currently checked into the long-term recovery ward. More problems stemming from the shortage of manpower. I best conclude this in the report. Sounds like they're both here to see us go. Well then, time for valediction, I suppose. Perhaps I've grown far too used to seeing your faces. Saying goodbye doesn't come out as easily as expected it to. Another day of reunion must await in the future. I would appreciate it if such a reunion had a low probability of occurring. While I am not very partial to the mathematical statistics like probability theory, I hope your prediction is dead right. I fucking hate you, Faust! Bye! Hey, Yoshihide.
Silent statistic-based conclusion, dude who feels like is talking. What?
Well, I wouldn't say we're family exactly, but listen, there's a lot of stuff I want to say to you. A lot of stuff I want to hear from you, okay? So, that's why, you do that right.
Acronymize it into L. And call me Ryoshu, not Yoshihide. Prefer the echoes of that name.
After a round of goodbyes, the two disembarked from the bus, and no sooner had the machinery clicked into place than the bus's wheels finally began to turn, bringing us closer and closer toward a blindingly radiant portal massive enough to engulf the bus whole. Well, off to our next destination, I guess. Oh, right, where are we headed next? Dante inquires about the next destination, Vigilius.
Now that's more like it. Been too bloody long since I heard that question.
Finally leaving China.
Oh, finally leaving China! Yeah, don't get too excited. When has an answer to that question ever led us to anywhere that not downright bizarre? Vigilius gave me a faint, knowing smile as there to confirm Ishmael's pessimistic remark and delivered a comment that sounded too light-hearted for its gravity.
Downright bizarre, is it? Well, let me just say it's high time we face such a sight. Our next destination is District 14. In other words, Manager Dante, we are now en route to N-Corp.
So we are going there after all. N-Corp.
Plenty of faces there I'd rather not see.
As the rest of the sinners voiced their various gripes and discontent with N-Corp, Merceau, who probably had the most amount of history with the wing, simply flipped open his newspaper like usual and began reading it with the same unchanging expression. As though, for him, none of this changed anything. Nothing ever happens. Now departing, vroom vroom. With that, the bus resumed its journey to yet another tale.
And up next,
INTERVALLO.
Bamboo-headed came from the top rope.
Good intervallo. Holy shit, it's the Brazilian bamboo-headed Kim. I didn't actually want to change this. Mess. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. If you enjoyed, feel free to follow. If you didn't, that's no scratch for my back. I need to go right now to do important shit. So, bye-bye.